You bought a hybrid because the math made sense. You were paying $400 a month in fuel. The hybrid cut that in half. Over 10 years, you figured you would save $20,000. What the salesman did not tell you is that somewhere around year 8, the battery that makes the whole equation work is going to fail. And when it does, the replacement will cost you between $4,000 and $6,000 at a dealership. That is not a worst-case scenario. That is the average. And the warranty you were sold was designed, clause by clause, to expire before the bill arrives. If you have driven a hybrid in the last 15 years, you have been navigating a system built by Toyota, Honda, and Ford that is more carefully engineered around warranty exclusions than it is around battery longevity. These three companies collectively sell over 1.2 million hybrid units per year in the United States. They advertise an 8-year, 100,000-mile battery warranty as a selling point. What they do not advertise is the list of conditions under which that warranty does not apply. What they do not tell you is that the most common cause of premature hybrid battery failure was known to engineers before the vehicles left the factory. And what they absolutely do not tell you is that when your battery dies outside the warranty window, an independent specialist can replace it for roughly half the price the dealer will quote you, using the same cells. So why does the dealer tell you that your only option costs $6,000? Because you do not know to ask. The failure mechanism hiding inside most hybrids built before 2015 is a cooling fan that draws air from the rear passenger footwell and passes it directly over the high-voltage battery pack. This is how Toyota chose to cool the nickel-metal hydride batteries in the second and third generation Prius, the most popular hybrid platform in American history. The engineering logic was sound. Cabin air is conditioned. Conditioned air is cooler than outside air. Cooler air cools the battery more effectively. The problem is that cabin air is also full of dust, pet hair, food particles, and fabric fibers. And the fan that draws that air through the battery pack has no filter on it. The fan itself becomes the filter, collecting debris on its blades over tens of thousands of miles until airflow is reduced to a fraction of what the battery requires to stay within its operating temperature range. Toyota engineers knew this would happen. They did not list battery fan cleaning as a scheduled maintenance item in the owner's manual. They did not include it in the service intervals posted on the dealer's wall. For the majority of Prius owners, the fan quietly choked for 100,000 miles, and the battery quietly cooked with no warning light, no indicator, no signal of any kind until the damage was already permanent. And here is where it gets worse. Nickel metal hydride battery cells. The chemistry inside most hybrid packs built before 2020 degrade measurably faster when operating above 50 degrees Celsius. A fully functioning cooling fan holds the battery within its design range. A partially clogged fan allows the pack to run hot, not hot enough to trigger an immediate failure code, just hot enough to accelerate cell degradation over years in a way that is chemically irreversible. By the time the red triangle warning light appears on the dashboard, the cells have already lost a significant portion of their original capacity. The vehicle computer has been recording battery temperatures the entire time. Toyota has access to this data through the OBD port at every service visit. They know which vehicles are running hot. They know why. They have known for years. And when the battery fails after the warranty expires, the standard dealership response is to quote you a replacement at full OEM price, without mentioning the option that costs half as much, or the maintenance procedure that might have prevented the failure entirely. Now consider the warranty language itself. Every major manufacturer's hybrid battery warranty contains a clause that excludes coverage for damage caused by environmental conditions. In plain terms, that means if you live in Arizona, Texas, Florida, or Nevada, states where ambient temperatures regularly exceed 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and your battery degrades faster than it would in a moderate climate, the manufacturer's position is that the heat is the problem, not the design. Owners in Phoenix and Houston have been denied warranty claims on exactly these grounds. The 8-year, 100,000-mile coverage figure is also more precisely engineered than it appears. It is not 8 years and 100,000 miles. It is 8 years or 100,000 miles, whichever arrives first. A commuter who drives 30,000 miles per year will hit the warranty ceiling in year 3 1/3. At that point, the vehicle may be newer than 5 years old and will not receive a cent of coverage for any battery failure. The federal mandate requires manufacturers to offer this warranty. It does not require them to design it in a way that actually covers the failure mode most likely to affect real drivers. So what does this mean for the 4 million Americans currently driving hybrids that are outside their battery warranty? First, find the cooling fan and clean it now if it has never been serviced. In the second-generation Prius, the fan is accessible from the rear passenger seat area. In the third generation, it is under the right rear seat. On most Honda hybrids, it is located in the trunk. You are looking for a small electric blower covered in compressed cabin debris. Cleaning it yourself takes about 20 minutes and requires nothing beyond a vacuum and a soft brush. Toyota dealers charge between $100 and $150 for this service, which means they have been charging you for a procedure they never told you was necessary. Second, if your battery is showing symptoms, such as dropping fuel economy, rapid charge fluctuations on the display, or the red triangle warning light, get a diagnostic before you accept a dealer quote. An independent hybrid specialist can test individual cell modules and determine whether the pack needs full replacement or targeted reconditioning. Third, if replacement is unavoidable, call an independent hybrid shop before the dealership. A remanufactured battery pack with a 2-year warranty will cost you between $1,200 and $2,100 installed. The same conversation at a Toyota dealer will cost you between $4,000 and $6,000 for an OEM pack. The cells in both are functionally identical. The hybrid powertrain was a genuine engineering achievement. The fuel economy numbers are real. The emissions reductions are real. But the warranty was written by the same legal team that wrote the cooling fan out of the maintenance schedule. The 8-year promise was designed to expire in the window between when the battery starts degrading and when it fails completely, leaving the owner responsible for a repair that the manufacturer's own engineering decisions made more likely. You were sold a fuel savings calculation. What you were not sold was the full cost of ownership when the most expensive component in the vehicle fails on a schedule that the manufacturer's engineers understood before the vehicle left the factory. If this helped you understand what you are actually paying for when you buy a hybrid, hit subscribe. We cover the industrial systems that shape your wallet every single week.